Here at home, this man is turning 100 years old today. The milestone is even more remarkable when you consider where he came from, surviving the Holocaust. Today, he's ready to celebrate, but tells our Paula Tutman he also wants to make sure no one ever forgets a dark time in world history that tore his family apart.
What happened to me is 1 in a million.
His name is Wolf Gruka, and he's a living book of World War II and Holocaust history.
I say I work under the gun because even working in place, German soldiers used to stay around with the bayonet, ready to kill, ready to kill.
He is desperate to tell a story before age silences his voice forever. Today, he is 100. He will tell you there is more life behind him than in front of him. But he doesn't want anyone to forget what happened when he was a 19-year-old in Poland, when Jews were rounded up by Nazi Germany and stolen from their lives.
When they sent the people to the gas chamber, to the trains, in boxcars, parents started crying, hollering.
When he was forced onto that boxcar, he had a mother, father, 3 brothers, and 2 sisters. Now, he was a young toolmaker.
They sent us to the working camp.
But the rest of his family, save one brother, for all he knows, were marched to their deaths by rifle, starvation, or oven. But today, a quick break, a reason to celebrate. A man who for 5 years feared every single day was his last.
I hear on the loudspeaker, they're calling my name. So I was thinking for sure that I was at a killing camp. I took out the bayonet, and with the bayonet going to me, you walk. And they told us, like me, I was 2, to lay down with the face to the floor, and we lay down over there about 20 minutes. We step up, raise the face up, no more soldiers.
And at the American House in Troy, there is a party to mark his incredible journey.
You gonna make a date with me?
Yeah. Today, he gets to dance as a 100-year-old.
I won't dance for sure.
Though the gift he seems to want most is simply to sit and, for as long as it takes, tell his story. All of it.
I need somebody that wants to listen to my story. It's not just for 1 day or the 1 week or the even 10 weeks. So my story is a story. And someone that wants to listen to a story.
Oh my, and he certainly has stories to tell. You know, I was doing a little bit of research, trying to figure out exactly how many Holocaust survivors might be left. But keep in mind, this is 75 years, this year marks 75 years after the liberation of Auschwitz, so they have to be dwindling. I never did find that number, but I can tell you that he has been trying to find a date for his party, and he believes that he'll be dancing at his 102nd birthday as well. Back to you.
Oh, Paula, what a wonderful story. I know he said he was looking forward to sitting down at his birthday. Were there any other special requests he wanted today to celebrate his special day?
You know, that's a great question. He has just been asking people to hear his story. And anybody who's willing to listen, he wants to tell them. And it's an important story to hear.
It most definitely is a story worth telling and sharing. Thank you, Paula. We appreciate it.